Fed's meeting starts off today. Expectations are there's going to be a cut in the next meeting, not this one, but of course, whatever Jay Powell says in that press conference is going to be closely watched. I'm sure you're getting calls from clients. Are there moves you can make with the expectation there's going to be a Fed cut coming up? Maybe this meeting, but more than likely next meeting, or is that already priced into the markets?
I think there are things that you can do here. If you're looking at your fixed income portion of your portfolio, you might consider, hey, going longer duration, getting those longer bonds in there, get ahead of those rate cuts. And if you're thinking about your cash, might be a good idea to secure some of those yields today, looking towards longer term CDs or treasury bills to get that done.
All right, so again, 90% chance, if you look on the CME Fed Watch tool, of a cut coming up in September, not tomorrow, but coming up in September. A lot of people think the conventional wisdom is you want to be invested in cyclical sectors ahead of a cut. I'm just looking at the moves I've seen when it comes to materials, financials, even utilities. Big moves to the upside. Do you think that there's more room to run for these with a rate cut? Or again, is this pricing? Are these the sectors you want to be in?
It could be a fine position to be in, but when we look at our clients' portfolios, we're being diversified across the board. You looked at that rotation out of the large cap growth sector into the broader market, like small caps and mid caps. You want to have, this is the time to really preach that diversification so you can soften the blow of some things rotating out of the larger cap space into the mid cap space. You might even see that in the cyclicals as well.
Got to ask you, where does Bitcoin, where does cryptocurrency go in a portfolio? So much talk about it. Of course, President Trump speaking at the Bitcoin conference, or former President Trump speaking at the Bitcoin conference over the weekend. In your mind, does it get a certain percentage or does it depend on the person? I mean, does everybody need some exposure?
I think it's becoming something that will be a mainstay piece of people's portfolios, right? You see incorporation of anywhere from 1% to 5% on a diversified portfolio in Bitcoin. That has probably served you very well over the last 10 years. You have an ETF now, so you have more ways, more traditional ways to invest in Bitcoin, and I think you're going to continue to see its popularity grow inside of client portfolios.
All right, got to ask you, mega cap tech, big week for mega cap tech.
Huge.
Where are you at when it comes to mega cap tech? Let's say you've been riding this wave all year long. Is now the time to take profit, or do you keep your money riding on these upcoming earnings results?
So you definitely want to look at concentration risk, right? If you've been watching your Magnificent Seven picks kind of grow outsized risk in your portfolio, at the very least, put some downside protection in there. You can do that through option strategies or simply putting in a limit order to kind of lock in those gains that you have there. But take a look at what your target allocation is. If you got 20% of your entire portfolio in a single position, now might be the time to pare that back. Again, lock in those gains or put some downside protection there.